and send. Alright, that is it. Finals are over. Success. Finally finished. Well, it's been a year. I guess I'm entitled to it. Let's go. What's up, guys? QuantumLight's here, still with a little bit of a sore throat. In fact, I'm on my way in a little bit after this video. I'm gonna go get some cough medicine or something to clear this throat of mine. Anyway, I'm here for you guys to show you my Galaxy collection. Well, it's actually more of a Galaxy museum. Like over the years since I started playing the deck, I decided to keep a little card, you know, just for keeps. It originally started with just Tachyon Dragon, you know, both 107s as well as Prime. Because I wanted to keep some for myself, but I decided to keep a couple extra copies. Like, I went through my stash, see if there was any copies I had left in there with any Photon Galaxy cards. So with that being said, let's show them off. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be missing like maybe one or two, like let's say like Luminize. But the reason why it's not missing, you know, on purpose, or the fact that I don't have one, it's the fact that I don't consider it a Photon or a Galaxy card. Like, yeah, Kite or Kaito may have used it in the show, but that can basically be used for any light-based deck. Same thing goes with Honest. Even though Honest should be in here, kinda, it just basically goes for any light-based deck. All right, so let's get started. Let me just bring it over here. Okay, there we go. All right, now as you can see, that is the very first Neo Galaxy S Photon Dragon I ever had, as well as the first Prime Photon Dragon that I got at ASIN, because during ASIN, which was you know, when Prime Origins came out. When Prime Origins first came out, I said that as soon as this is released, I'm gonna get 4 copies, 2 for the deck, 1 for the numbers collection, and the last one for myself. First one I got, I kept it for myself. All right, the first 107, which is first ed. And the first C107, which is the very first one I got as well. Like, a lot of them were first ads and the 4 first copies that I got. All right, we got the very first Photon Strike Bouncer back when it was still pretty pricey when Galactic Overlord was first released. That was just, you know, it's an empty space. Might be filled up with something else. Who knows? Alright, Twin Photon Lizard. Like, I really like this card. Like, I was real hesitant to bring it out, but this is probably the reason why I was a little open with fusions, because it had Photon in its name. Yeah, look how well that turned out. Alright, same thing with this one, Paladin of Photon Dragon. Like, everyone's biggest disappointment, even though a deck could be created based around it. It's just not my style. The only ritual I was ever really good with was Relinquished. Alright, Starliege Paladinamo. Even though it's not a Photon Galaxy card either, I know I'm being a hypocrite right here in this case. But I decided to add Paladinamo in here because supposedly its Japanese name has something to do. It's kind of related to Photon and or Galaxy, and he did use it in the show. And I know Luminize was used the same way, but yeah, I may be going a little hypocritical here. But the reason is because, like, he did use this in the show. And a lot of Photon Galaxy players seem to use this a little bit more than Bujin players, kinda. But even so, the only reason why it's here, on a technicality anyway, is because of its original Japanese name. Yeah, even though the Japanese name still has nothing to do with the Galaxy Photon archetype, it's still, you know, it's there on a technicality. And Starliege Sword Galaxion, again, it doesn't have Galaxy in its name, except if you really want to go the technical route with Galaxion, which we just did with Paladinamo. But it's still direct support, which is more than I can say about Luminize. Same thing over here. We got a Photon Butterfly Assassin. I really don't like the papal operative name. Like, who does really? Come Come on, Konami. Really? Did you have to censor that? And Photon Alexandra Queen. Sorry, sore throat. Okay, I really like this card. I actually wanted to use it so bad that I ended up making Butter Spies at some point. Yeah, that was a flop. Not enough support. Not enough support. But still, it's got Photon in its name. It's here for that reason. Okay. Now moving on to the real stuff here. We got a page full of Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragons. 2 of them gold rare that I occasionally use when I have to swap them out, because, you know, sometimes cards tend to look like tacos, you know. And so my friend Yakimo Fuchikawa got these for me. I paid for them online, but he got them for me. We had to go through the whole trouble and everything. The Photon Shockwave First Ed Galaxy Eyes Photon Jar. You'll be amazed how hard these things are to find over here in Chicago. I mean, seriously, I tried finding one for myself. Like Thunder Drake 34. This is it actually came from him. He was the only one that had the copy, and I got it off of him. And all the other copies I have for myself, like none of them are First Ed. That's the only one that is First Ed. And this one came from QB13, which is the Ghost Square. I never thought it's not First Ed, unfortunately, but it's Ghost Square. That's badass enough. So yeah, like these 4, like I actually treasure them because they actually came from my friends. So occasionally I'll swap them out. The only one that I will not use is the Ghost Rare, and no disrespect to QB13. It's the reason why, if you notice, a lot of Ghost Rares are usually in the extra deck, which is why you never see that many people run Ghost Rares in their main deck. And there's a reason why, because Ghost Rares, if I took this card out, you'd see, comparing it with any of the other average cards, even with a common, you'd see that it's a lot thicker, and I've tested it out. That was a lot of times when I dead drew into this card, and this is before any of the really good support was ever, you know, released or ever came into existence. But the fact of how thick it is, occasionally you will draw into it at the worst of times. That, you can easily detect it once it's in the sleeve. Yeah, it's real thick. You can easily detect it. And imagine if you went into a tournament with this thing, like you're gonna, yeah, that'd be it for you. Okay, that right there is my 3rd Galaxy Knight. I'm actually not using it. I don't even think I'm ever gonna use it. I really do want to use it, but yeah, like I said, it's really hard to run that many level 8s. Running 2 is already, you know, good enough, and I've already explained it in a lot of my Photon Galaxy deck profiles, so be sure to just check them out if you want to know my explanations right there. Galaxy Wizard, that's actually the 4th one, not the 3rd one. Like, I'm already using 3. If you're not using 3, then, you know. And there's Curry Photon, the one and only I ever had. Well, the first one, actually. I got the 2nd one, in that big red binder. Photon Saber Tiger, I love that card. When it first came out, I actually, funny story, quick story, actually. It was like around 9 at night, and the only locals that I had was like almost a mile away. And I didn't have enough money for a bus. It was 9 o'clock at night on a Saturday, so, you know, buses over here in Chicago are pretty hard to get on, especially around that time. That or they just drag. And my whole family left the house, and I was actually pretty tired. Then I remembered, oh my god, I forgot to go to locals today. I wonder if they have Photon stuff. So from my house, I actually ran the whole mile to get over there to get 3 copies. With the very little money I had that could have been used for bus fare, it was enough to get me that 3rd. Actually, all 3, the playset of Photon Saber Tigers. And they were good for the most part, but we already know the story behind there. Like, they became their own deck for different builds, so yeah, not too fond of it now, but that's the reason why I kept the 1 copy. You know, for the memories, the nostalgia. And we got Dimensional Wanderer. Again, nothing with Photon Galaxy in its name, but it works with the dragon, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't use it at all. Because I did use it. I trolled my opponent once with it, and that was all I needed. You know, just to do it one time and be done with it, because I knew that it wasn't going to be good later on. But I kept it. Alright, Photon Cerberus, another quick story. I already said this in my tag video. The story with Photon Cerberus. The reason why I have it here is because this story gets me every time. I had 2 friends come over, and I'm gonna abridge this as much as possible. I had two friends come over, one in a couple duels, and I faced one. Uh, this was not 2-0. I beat the one, faced the other one. This one dragged. It was a really good back and forth match. And we were basically down to our last couple life points, where it was basically anybody's game. He had a full back row. I had nothing on my field, nothing on my hand. Top deck the Photon Cerberus, attacked for game. Best duel ever. And Photon Lizard, the first searcher. We got the two Photon Slashers. It's actually, for anyone who's listening, all my Galaxy players out there, if you wanna, this is basically the closest, right now, this is the closest to Galaxy Soldier that we have. So, minus the searching, we can still special summon it. We already know how to do that. And since the deck itself, right now, can exceed summon rather quickly, this is something that we can actually do. We can go for rank 5 plays with these. We can even run overlay booster. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard. I'm actually tempted to trying it out. There is a way to do it. We even have our own rotas for this build. But yeah, if any of you guys can come up with a build of your own with that, feel free to let me know. Feel free to let all of us know too. Alright, Galaxy Dragon, the one that came, after Dragon formats. Photon Pirate, that was good for like maybe one game, and that was it. Although I did use it once. I use a lot of these cards once. That's why they're in here. It's like the Hall of Fame. Photon Leo, really big fan of this card back when it first came out. Tried testing it out at 1 and tried using it along with what was that card's name? Solar Purity and Light in order to go into Strike Dancer. And Photon Caesar, this one was a hard one. This was like worse than Galaxy Knight. And Galaxy Knight is the better one. And Galaxy Tyranno, we all found out how dead that card was. And Galaxy Mirror Sage. Never used it actually. I was told that I should. And again, I was tempted, but the closest I ever used it was on YGO Pro. And that right there answered my question. Photon Thrasher, Crusher, the Photon Engine, Photon Circle. It was good with Shining Angel, years ago. Photon Wyvern, I love that card. And Heavy Storm was at 1 at that time when that card was released. Alright, Photon Chargeman, and this is one of the cards that I'm missing. I can't believe I'm missing this though. I don't even know where it's at, which is Orbital 7. And we got Lilybot over here. So I'm gonna try to find myself on an Orbital 7 in order to complete the monster set. I'm pretty sure I'm missing one card. Aside from Orbital. I'm not sure. If I am, feel free to call me out on it in the comment section below. Alright, Galactic Charity, Photon Sanctuary, Photon Trident, Photon, what was this? Oh, Lead! I almost forgot about this. I love this card. This is like, for those of us who don't remember, if we were all pretty new to the deck, this was the closest we had. This was basically our Galaxy Expedition. Alright, Galaxy Zero, one of the better ones. Photon Veil. This is another one that I picked up along with the Photon Saber Tiger. I picked this up. I picked up 2 copies. Photon Booster, Axolite, the controversial one, and Galaxy Expedition, which does it up for the spells. The real X Expedition. Tachyon K as whole, and Photon Currents. Both really good cards with beautiful artwork. Photon and Tachyon. And that is basically it. You never know when they might come back. Alright, let's just end the video with the first one right here. Alright guys, and that right there is my Galaxy Museum. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, trying to get all the cards together, trying to find them over the years. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Lights out.